scouts. We will have to fight them sooner or later.
Then we make our stand here. Prepare yourself.
We can't keep this up forever.
Perhaps we'll be lucky and they'll run out of Darkspawn.
Here they come. Shall I deal with them?
All yours, sister.
There's no end to them.
Bullshit. That's not what really happened.
I think that's all of them.
For the moment.
Make us save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
At least we're alive. That's no small feat.
Yes. You're right.
We should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at us? We've been running since Ostagar.
Not to interrupt, but the Blight's not going to wait while we stand here pointing fingers.
Please, listen to your brother.
Then let's go. Lead on.
Wait. Where are we going?
Away from the Darkspawn. Where else?
And then where? We can't just wander aimlessly.
So long as we wander aimlessly away from the Horde, I'm happy.
We can go to Kirkwall.
Well, that wouldn't be my first choice.
There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall, Mother.
I know that, but we still have family there, and an estate.
Then we need to get to Gwarin and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humor. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Wesley.
That woman is an apostate. The Order dictates.
Dear, they saved us. The Maker understands.
Of course.
I am Aveline Valen. This is my husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde.
The wrath of the Templars is terrible indeed.
More so their wives. But as long as there is a greater danger, you and I have an accord.
Thank you, Wesley.
For now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south. That's no way out.
If the options are south or die, I'll take my chances with south.
You soulless bastards!
Carver, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
I'm sorry, Mistress. Your son is gone.
No, these things will not take Carver.
Maybe we should grieve when we're safe?
Don't speak to me of grief. This is your fault. How could you let him charge off like that? Your little brother. My little boy.
Mother, we can't stay here. Carver wouldn't want his sacrifice to be meaningless.
Allow me to commend your son's soul to the Maker, Mistress. Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young man a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace he has found in eternity.
I will never forget you, Carver.
At least Father will have company now.
Flames. We're too late.
And help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
What do you think about this, Bethany?
We've come this far. I don't care who we work for, as long as it means we don't have to go back.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamlen, I don't know about this.
This is a sort of venture that can make a man for life.
I'll buy you a drink.
Get in line. You're the fine.
What are we supposed to do now? We've got nothing to stop the next person who tries to sell us out. This expedition was our last chance.
Don't worry, Bethany. I won't let any big bad Templars come get you.
It's not a joke. If the Templars find me, the best I can hope is to be locked away for the rest of my life. If they don't kill me outright. We need coin, status, something we can hide behind. As long as we're just refugees, we're no one. Maybe Gamlen knows someone who can talk to Bartram for us.
Our uncle's not exactly the most reliable tool in the shed.
He's all we've got. Make us save us. We might as well ask. Otherwise, I don't know what we'll do.
Hey!
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go.
How do you do?
Varric Tethras, at your service. I apologize for Bartrand. He would know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would?
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
You're going awfully far out of your way just to hire another guard.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
I hope there's more to this, like how I'm supposed to get that much coin together.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
It won't be easy, but it's a chance. I think we have to take it. Better to work our way into this expedition than sit around waiting to be thrown in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
It's not like I had anything better planned.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Maybe Aveline can find us some work. She's got a position with the city guard now.
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up.
My children have been in servitude. Servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
You mean this is real? No wonder I can't wake up.
And here I thought that Ferelden you ran off with was a mage, not a jester. Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Lancey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
That touched a nerve. What's in there that you don't want us to see?
Nothing. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
You didn't take your parents' will?
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
So, I hate thinking badly of family. But did Uncle Gamlen seem a little slippery when he talked about Grandfather's will? If he, say, invested money that was meant to be Mother's, do you think he would tell us?
Gamlen can't say good morning without lying twice.
Mother's been in such a fit of melancholy since Gamlen told her how angry her parents were about Father. She told me she wishes she'd died with Carver. It's like coming here ruined every good memory of her childhood. I wish we could get some of it back.
Unless we somehow turn Gamlen into an upstanding citizen, what's done is done.
Gamlen told me he gave the estate as payment to some slaver who beat him at dice. Apparently, our ancestral home is now a base for slavers from all over Thedas.
Gamlen couldn't have just sold himself and saved us all the trouble.
Can you just imagine him sweeping and scrubbing for some Tevinter matriarch? Seriously, though, those scum have no right to our family's things. We should break in there, get the will for Mother. I already talked to both of them about this. Gamlen said they guard the front entrance well. But Mother gave me her old key. She said it should unlock the cellar. Apparently the sewers run right beneath the house.
Hey, we heard you in there, asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town. And it ain't gonna happen to him.
Look, we're Fereldans just trying to keep out of the Templar's sight, same as you.
Ferelden? But your clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Make her bless the rule of our Queen Honora.
This is it! Grandfather's will. Mother needs to see this as soon as possible.
We'll take it to her right now.
I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
You should be paying us, Uncle. We found the will.
He forgave you, Mother. Grandfather left you everything. Here, read it.
I should maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
Check out the part where Gamlen is left only a stipend, to be controlled by you.
Gamlen, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
I doubt you let the ashes get cold.
I took care of Father. I stayed. And on his deathbed, all he could talk about was Leandra. Look, sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make her willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
Why don't you go pick up something at the market? You could use some air.
What? Hey!
I can't believe Gamlen stole Mother's entire inheritance. I mean, I can believe it. That's the worst part. I would never turn against you.
Don't make any hasty promises.
Joke all you want, but you make Gamlen look like the toad he is. You know, when we went to look for that will, I thought we were doing it for Mother, for what she lost. I didn't realize how much it would mean to me. To know I had grandparents who didn't hate me.
They might have been all right with the Ferelden thing, but just imagine if they'd known you were an apostate.
You're such a wretch. I was just hoping it would be different this time. Here in Kirkwall. We're not running away again. We're coming home.
Are you unhappy here?
I wish I could do more for Mother. Carver's death. It's killing her slowly every day. But maybe if we can reclaim some of what she lost, it will help. I'd do anything to get us back a normal life.
Why did Mother and Father work so hard to keep you from the Circle? Would it have been so bad?
I guess at first, I was just a little girl. They didn't want to lose me. And once I had learned anything, what would the Templars do to an active apostate, not just a Mageblood child? It changed their lives, your life, Carver's, all because of who I am. Sometimes I wonder if it would have been so bad to be with my own kind, to serve the Chantry as Andraste demands.
Are you unhappy here?
I wish I could do more for Mother. Carver's, but maybe I'd do anything to get us back a normal life.
What do you think Carver would have made of all this?
He would have hated this place. All the sneering nobles. He'd have gotten himself arrested the first day. And he would have wanted in on your Deep Roads expedition. Anything to make a name for himself. Sometimes I still can't believe he's gone.
Can you imagine if we'd grown up here? Been nobility?
Had grandparents who bought me Orlesian silk dresses and gave you the family broadsword. Father was a good man. But Mother gave up so much for him. Of course, if she hadn't worked up the nerve to elope, she probably wouldn't have been able to resist the Templars either. If we'd been born here, you'd been nothing more to me than a name the Circle kept in my file.
Let's see if Mother gets us that mansion. I don't want to call anywhere Uncle Gamlen is home.
Has he moved that bowl of porridge since we've been here? It's been a year. I can't even remember what it was like to have a place of our own. I might even take the Circle if they'll give me a clean bed and my own sheets.
I think this is a picture of Mother. She looks like you.
Where did you get that? Was it at the estate? Let me see. Is it? I think this is Mother's betrothal portrait from when she was supposed to marry the Comte. Look! You can see the ring.
I suppose it would have been a bit awkward to take it with her.
I know she loved Father. I guess I just wondered if she'd have been happier if he hadn't been a mage. If I wasn't a mage. I know that made it hard for Mother. It's nice to have a reminder of a time when she still knew how to smile.
We've chosen one of the hidden entrances. The deep roads there will be nice and virginal, ready for a good deflowering. Ha!
Now there's an interesting image.
It'll take a week for us to get to the depth we need. There are bound to be leftover darkspawn from the Blight. Big risks, big rewards.
Risks, rewards, what could be better?
Exactly! Now, before we... Wait! Who invited the old woman?
I'm sorry to interrupt, Sir Dwarf, but I need to speak with my children.
Mother! I told you not to get involved with this.
I just want to know one thing. Are you planning on taking Bethany with you?
I hadn't decided yet.
Mother, I'll be fine. I want to go.
It's not fine. You can't both go. What if something will happen to you? You, I understand wanting to do this. But leave your sister here, I beg you.
It's the Templars or the Darkspawn, Mother. At least I'm allowed to fight Darkspawn.
Well, you're not gonna be able to take everyone anyhow. You'll need to decide.
Bethany, I beg you. Don't go. Don't do this.
I'll be fine, Mother, I promise. This will work out for the best. You'll see.
Personal drama over with? Now let's get underway.
This part of the Deep Roads looks familiar.
We're back where we started. And in only 5 days. Not bad, eh?
Could we... slow down? I'm not feeling very well.
I think all our stomachs are a bit tender right now.
I'll wager it was those deep mushrooms we found.
No.
Bethany!
It's the Blight. I can sense it.
I'll end up just like Wesley, won't I?
That's just like you, keeping this to yourself.
What could you have done? Swoop to my rescue. I'm not going to last until the surface. It's coming on faster.
There might be something we can do. I stole the maps from a warden that had come to Kirkwall. I wanted to know if he was looking for me. He wasn't. The maps were for planning their own expedition into the Deep Roads.
Way to keep it to yourself, Anders.
I was trying to avoid them. And you just wanted the maps. If the wardens are here, I know where. We could bring Bethany to them.
And do what? Become a Grey Warden?
Is becoming a Grey Warden a cure?
Yes, I suppose it is. But it's not without a price. One not everyone is willing to pay.
What price? Maker's breath, spit it out!
The process of becoming a warden is... unpleasant. And irreversible. It also means you might never see your sister again. She might survive the Blight, but at the cost of becoming a Grey Warden. It's not an easy life, trust me.
What about you? You're not a Grey Warden anymore.
You think I got away? Eventually they, or the Circle, will drag me back. I've got no illusions about that.
Is this even possible? How does someone become a Grey Warden?
I can't tell you. But it's not something you can undo once it's done. Even if you want to.
This just keeps sounding better and better.
They might agree to it, however. That's if we can find them in time.
I don't see any better options.
Then I hope I'm right.
What's wrong?
I think they're nearby. Or it could be Darkspawn.
Anders.
Fancy meeting you here, Stroud.
I could say the same. I thought you were through fighting Darkspawn.
I'm not here to fight Darkspawn. I came looking for you.
You mean the girl as a recruit? Of course you do. I'm sorry. I know this comes as no comfort to you, but we do not recruit Grey Wardens out of pity. It is no kindness.
Bethany happens to be a powerful mage. You'd be an idiot not to recruit her.
Be that as it may, I cannot.
Stroud, trust me when I say this one is worth your time. With the Blight over, you Wardens don't have recruits lining up.
This is no simple thing, Anders. This may be as much a death sentence as the sickness, and you know it.
She'll die anyway. Take her and try. I'm asking you.
Very well, I will try. But if I do this, then we are even. If the girl comes, she comes now, and you may not see her again. Being a Grey Warden is not a cure. It is a calling.
Are you sure about this?
I'm not sure about anything, but I want you to live.
We must move quickly if we are to make the surface in time.
Then, I guess this is it. Take care of Mother. Oh, my baby. You made it home. Bethany isn't with you.
No,
Is she coming back?
I don't know.
Are you sure about this? The champion was asked to go to the Canary.
I suppose you think he planned the entire thing.
Considering what it led to.
Come on, Seeker. I'm not going to sell Hawk short, but nobody could have foreseen the way that that would go down. Or do you still think I'm lying to protect my friend?
There are elements of your story that make sense. And you couldn't have known about them otherwise.
Well, that's a relief.
But that doesn't mean you're telling me everything.
I want this story to be told. You're not the first to get it all wrong. I think I owe Hawk that much.
Somehow I knew it would be you.
Bethany?
Hello, brother. How fitting we should meet here.
Last time I checked, you'd moved on from Kirkwall.
I'm a warden now. We go where we're needed.
You have our sincere thanks. This attack was most unexpected.
Stroud, we need to move. We've already delayed too long.
Very true. I cannot believe the Kunari would dare such an attack. This will lead to war with the Free Marches for certain. I fear pressing matters take us elsewhere, but we can spread word to the other free cities. Perhaps they will bring aid.
There's something more important than an invasion.
We can't talk about it.
The Kunari are of far greater concern to you, I'm certain. But we must return to our mission.
Wait, I need to tell you about Mother.
I know. When we got the news, the Wardens helped me hold awake. I'm glad you were with her. In her final moments.
This is not the time. Take this. It is all we can spare, but perhaps it will be of use.
Goodbye, brother. Take care of yourself.
Make her watch over you, my friend.
I told them not to do it, I swear. If I knew you were the one they were talking about, I'd have warned you. I don't hold with kidnapping, not after what I went through.
I don't like where this is heading.
They said someone was spying. We needed leverage. Someone they cared about, as a hostage. We just got word they took some girl from the Grey Wardens.
You bastards kidnapped my sister!
We weren't going to hurt her. Just make sure you left us alone. Do you understand? Thrask says Meredith will cause open war with the mages if she stays in charge. We have to take her down.
I thought you'd be the last person to join a conspiracy of apostate mages.
They aren't apostates. They want the Circle. They want it to work like it's supposed to protect them. The mages aren't the problem. Meredith is. The Knight Commander needs to go. That's what Thrask says. Without her, we have a chance at peace. What are you going to do to Thrask? To me?
You went too far when you targeted my people.
I had nothing to do with that. I swear. You can still save your friend. The Wounded Coast. We used the ruins there as a base. That's where they were going.
Don't kill him. Thrask is the one behind this.
I suppose it was too much to hope that you wouldn't have come here. Though I can't understand why you side with Meredith now. You showed me we can stand up to her. When I realized you had risked your life lying to protect those mages. Please, champion. I have nothing but respect for you. It's Meredith we must see gone.
I will not negotiate until you unhand Bethany.
No harm will come to your sister. We will release her as soon as I have your word to support us.
No. The girl dies. Then the champion.
Stand down, Grace.
Grace, do you really want to do this? After everything we've done for you?
We will not kill an innocent to achieve our ends. It gains us nothing to become Meredith.
Meredith? What do I care for Meredith? I'm here for the champion.
I've been wondering when you'd come back to bite me in the ass.
Decimus was right. There is no way for a mage to live by the Chantry's laws. You killed the best man I ever met, but I learned all he had to teach. Elaine, kill the hostage!
I don't know, Grace.
You're dead. All of you.
No. No one has to die here.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong.
Restrain yourself.
Forget the hostage. Kill the champion!
I knew she was still alive, but I didn't know Thrask was working with her. When I saw her today, it brought everything back. Everything I saw Decimus do. I'm sorry. Grace used blood magic to hold her. That's the only way I can bring her out.
What happened? The last thing I remember is these Templars coming into my quarters.
I thought you were better than this. A couple of lousy Templars and you're down.
I never found fighting Templars to be a good policy in this town. Thank you. It's good to know you're still looking out for me.
I got here as soon as I... Oh.
Champion, Samson never said you were involved in this. I trust you were here to stop these traitors, not join them.
The champion's a good man, sir. He tried to solve things peacefully.
Yeah. Put the mage to questioning.
The boy's been working with blood mages since he was in swaddling clothes.
No. I stood up for you.
Take him away. These Templars are spoiled. If they had witnessed what I saw in Ferelden, they'd know to never trust a mage. Is there any recommendation you would have me bring to Meredith, champion?
They used illegal magic in a plot against the Order. I say execute them.
I can see why the Knight Commander thinks so highly of you. Take Samson too, man. If he knew so much about this plan, he must have been part of it.
No, please!
Bethany?
Your sister shows up at the oddest times.
Here I was, expecting to find my brother fighting this mad woman who would slaughter every mage in Kirkwall. Instead, you're helping her.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that my own family didn't side with the Templars.
Why are you back in Kirkwall?
I thought you were going to be killed. I came to fight at your side, but instead I see you doing this.
Dropping by every few years doesn't mean you know what's going on.
I didn't like how we left it in the deep roads. You saved my life and I didn't even thank you. If you think supporting the Templars is the right thing to do, then so do I. Just say the word and I'll help you.
I thought the Order was supposed to be neutral.
Right now, I'm not a Grey Warden. I'm your sister. I blamed you for putting me in the Order, but you did it to help me. I was wrong.
Your magic would be welcome.
Good. Brother and sister together again? Just like old times. With Carver, I never got the chance to say goodbye. I won't let that happen now. Brother, if we don't come back from this, never doubt that I love you. I wouldn't have chosen this life, but the Maker gave it to me for a reason. Maybe this is it.
Does that mean you forgive me?
I used to imagine what would have happened if I'd stayed with Mother instead of going on that damned expedition. Was Carver not enough for the Darkspawn? Did they have to steal my life as well? But the Wardens serve a purpose, a noble one. I can't regret helping them.
Of all we did, if you could change one thing, what would it be?
I'd have thrown Carver and his stupid ass so he wouldn't attack that ogre. He was always such a show-off. Everything else? The Maker is wiser than we can be in a lifetime. Who am I to question his plan?
He picked one damned roundabout way to do it.
You never change, do you? Maybe the Maker knew we needed that much time to understand. Maybe it's his favor you seek by siding with Meredith. If so, I hope you lead us both into his light.
It is over. I will make sure the keep is secure. Meet me in the courtyard, champion.
Can we go? I don't want to be here any longer. Oh, thank the Maker. Are you sure about this, sis? I hope you're not just trying to protect me.
Trust me, this is no picnic. I'd stay if I could.
Fair enough. I hope you're right.
Personal drama over with? Now let's get underway.
Been a long time coming, eh, brother?
That it has. The deep roads await!
Oh, I wonder if Bartrand came back to the city. Oh, as soon I imagine.
What's going on?
Please don't do anything.
Mistress Bethany is being taken to the Circle of Magi in the gallows.
A little tour is fine, but this better not be permanent.
Of course it's permanent. It had to happen eventually, didn't it?
Consider yourselves fortunate. Her cooperation allows us to spare you the punishment for harboring a dangerous mage. This once.
Oh, Bethany, what will happen to you? Don't worry, Mother. I'll be fine. Look after her.
Many thanks, my friend.
Looks like you fared better than the other mages.
The others? Surely they cannot all be. Andraste's grace. What were you thinking, child? I told you to let them take me.
We had to do something. We couldn't just...
It's a Hawk family reunion. What's left of it?
First Enchanter Orsino. You survive.
Your relief overwhelms me, Knight Commander.
There is no time for talk. We must strike back before it's too late.
And who will lead us into this battle? You?
I will fight to defend this city as I have always done.
To control it, you mean? I won't have our lives tossed to the flames to feed your vanity.
I won't have you two at each other's throats. I'm in charge.
You! You're not even of this city.
Neither am I. Yet I don't hear you complaining about us both fighting to defend our home.
Very well, then. But whatever you plan, be quick about it.
Why am I not surprised?
Tell us then, what is our course of action?
We need to find out why they're gathering hostages.
An excellent choice. Let's move quickly.
I guess you've got yourself a champion.
Your first act must be to execute this traitor.
She is a monster. If you help her, you become one as well.
It's unfortunate, but it's the only way.
Don't do this. Don't make me choose between my people and my family.
Think carefully, champion. This is not justice.
Sorry, but you're on your own.
Very wise.
Are you sure about this? You know she's going to murder people whose only crime was being born a mage.
It's a bad choice. The mages are defending themselves, and the Templars are just protecting the city. All we can do now is try to keep casualties to a minimum.
I suppose you're right. This decision was taken out of our hands.
Stop him! I will warn the others!
Speak if you have something to say.
Revoke the right of annulment, Meredith, before this goes too far. Imprison us if you must. Search the tower. I will even help you. But do not kill us all for an act we did not commit.
The Grand Cleric is dead, killed by a mage. The people will demand retribution, and I will give it to them. Your offer is commendable, Orsino, but it comes too late.
I was kind of hoping for a happy ending.
That seems unlikely.
And me? Will you also fight your own sister?
You aren't leaving me much choice, Bethany.
I didn't want it to come to this.
Stay strong, child. We must make a stand together, or we are all lost.
Yes, First Enchanter.
So what is it to be, Meredith? Do we fight here?
Go. Prepare your people. The rest of the Order is already crossing the harbor.
This isn't over.
Just as I suspected all along.
Willing sacrifices! Men and women who would have died at your hands anyhow! The irony is that until this very moment, I have never used blood magic!
Do you take me for a fool? One does not summon such a ritual from thin air!
The right belonged to Quentin, a man the champion is familiar with. I put aside his research as too dangerous. But things have changed.
You were working with that murderer.
I knew about him. I kept his existence secret because I didn't want to give Meredith more ammunition against us.
But you could have stopped him. You could have saved her.
I'm sorry, my dear. I didn't know the extent of his derangement until it was too late.
The Maker has guided us here to end your evil, Orsino.
The Maker has guided you all to your deaths!
No! You said she wouldn't be hurt!
I'm sorry, child, but true justice demands sacrifice from us all.
Believe it. How could he do this?
Such is the curse that you carry, difficult as it may be to accept.
Your insanity drove him to this.
I will not argue with you, Mage. My purpose here is clear.
And I'm just one more abomination to be dealt with. Yes, I see what comes next.
Back away from her, Meredith.
I see. Have it your way, then. I will meet you in the courtyard, champion.
Thank you. I don't know if I deserve your help.
You think I'd let her cut down my own sister? What a waste. Do what you have to, Meredith.
I hope this was all worth it, sister.
It is over. I will make sure the keep is secure. Meet me in the courtyard, champion.
What a waste. This won't be easy, but I'll defend you.
But what of Anders?
I knew I could count on you.
I must stand for order, Hawk. Against you, if need be.
You sure about this? Even you might not win this fight.
I know we can do this. I believe in you, Hawk.
Think carefully, champion. Stand with them and you share their fate.
I can live with that.
Thank the Maker.
I see what you are trying to do, and my place is with you.
You are a fool, champion. Kill them all! I will rouse the rest of the Order!
With Carver, I never got the chance to say goodbye. I don't want that to happen this time. Sister, if we don't make it, just know that I love you. All these years, I've tried to understand what Andraste saw. Why she had to lock us up. But my powers come from the Maker. And I just cannot believe that is his will.
Being in the Circle must have been hard. Do you ever wish you'd come on the expedition?
If I had, who knows where I'd be now. I always thought it was hard growing up outside the Circle, always on the run. I never realized how free I was. Maybe it took being locked in the gallows to understand my place in this world. To see the need to free my fellow mages.
Of all we did, if you could change one thing, what would it be?
I'd have thrown Carver and his stupid ass so he wouldn't attack that ogre. He was always such a show-off. Everything else? The Maker is wiser than we can be in a lifetime. Who am I to question his plan?
He just enjoys watching us rip each other apart.
I cannot believe that. The Maker is just and merciful. This injustice was created by men. A new age begins today. People will overcome their fears and find better ways to live with mages. Whether we live to see it or not. A new day is coming, sister. I wish Mother had lived long enough to see this. I hope she's found peace.
This part of the deep roads looks familiar.
We're back where we started. And in only 5 days. Not bad, eh?
Could we... slow down? I'm not feeling very well.
I think all our stomachs are a bit tender right now.
I'll wager it was those deep mushrooms we found.
No. Bethany! It's the blight, isn't it? I'll end up just like Wesley, won't I?
I'm not going to let that happen.
I'm not going to last until the surface. It's coming on faster.
We're in the middle of nowhere. There's no way. Oh, sunshine.
You'll take care of it, won't you, sis?
You always were a heartbreaker, Bethany.
And you always made me laugh. It's just you now. Take care of Mother.
Home, sweet home. Finally. Oh, I wonder if Bartrand came back to the city. You think I'd be that lucky?
And luck hasn't exactly been our strong point so far.
This is true. I'm sorry about what happened to your sister. I should have seen Bartrand's betrayal coming. I'll find that maggot if it's the last thing I do. I imagine you'll be heading home to, tell the family.
I don't have much choice.
You'll be a wealthy woman, Hawk. It wasn't all for nothing.
Oh, my baby. You made it home.
Bethany isn't with you.
No.
Is she... coming back?
I'm sorry, Mother.
They regroup.
Make her give me strength.
Bethany! Bethany, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
I'm sorry, Mistress. Your daughter is gone.
No. These things will not take Bethany.
Maybe we should grieve when we're safe?
Don't speak to me of grief. This is your fault. How could you let her charge off like that? Oh, my poor little girl. My sweetheart.
If we stand here weeping, the Darkspawn will take the rest of us too.
Allow me to commend your daughter's soul to the Maker, Mistress. Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young woman a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace she has found in eternity.
I will never forget you, Bethany.
At least Father will have company now.
There it is.
That's where these dwarves are?
These are Carter dwarves, so they're more criminals and smugglers than anything else. They're not usually stupid, though. I don't know why they'd attack you.
They snuck into the gallows. If there hadn't been Templars to stop them.
Don't feel left out. They've been trying to kill me for several days now.
You have a plan, then? I found their hideout, but my sources couldn't tell me anything else. It's all very strange.
Oh, I'm sure this is all a misunderstanding. Later we'll all have tea and we'll laugh.
Oh, your name is Hawk. I thought it was Locke.
I can't believe you two are joking about this.
Don't worry, Sunshine. The laughter just hides the pain.
I just don't want them attacking your mansion again. What if I'm there naked? That would be awkward.
Is there anyone who hasn't seen you naked?
No. I mean, I'd only have 3 daggers. That would be awkward.
At least the Circle let me come. I didn't want you to do this alone.
If you need me, I'll be keeping watch. Try not to get yourselves killed.
Brother and sister both. You're here together. You've come.
Is he referring to you and me?
Everyone! It's the children of Malcolm Hawk. They've come to us.
What does my father have to do with this?
It began with him and ends with you. Blood for blood, that's what we were told.
Did Father do something to the Carter?
You've come to us now, and that's the only thing that matters.
You tell me. How could I refuse such a delightfully worded invitation?
We must have the blood. You don't understand.
Oh, blood. Why didn't you just ask?
We will take it. Corypheus will walk in the sun once more.
What the... What is this? I can feel it inside me.
Oh, that is a strange one. They don't have one of those in the Circle. And it was Father's.
This is going to take me to Corypheus.
I can do nothing about the Warden's use of demons in this horrid place. But I will have no one say any magic of mine ever released one into the world.
Did that voice sound familiar to you? I could almost swear.
Sounded like Father, but how?
I may have left the Circle, but I took a vow. My magic will serve that which is best in me, not that which is most base.
What Father did teach me. That which is best in me, not that which is most base. Even in the gallows I find strength in that. I miss him so.
He'll live on in what he taught us. And in these bizarre magical contraptions.
I've bought our freedom, Leandra. We can go home now. Us and the baby. We'll be together. I hope it takes after you, love. I would wish this magic on no one. May they never learn what I've done here.
He was talking about you. Mother must have been pregnant with you when they left Kirkwall. If he didn't want his child to be a mage, it never showed in my training. They say as much in the Circle.
The voice is decades old. He couldn't expect every word to stay relevant for the ages.
Maybe. But he had so much shame. And for what?
Dark deals at a terrible cost?
Well, on the surface. But he gave up so much so we could be normal. I feel guilty for all that you and Carver put up with. It makes me wish I'd gone to the Circle sooner. To free you.
Do I get a say in how much I want to be protected? Having you around would be worth some risk.
I do miss this. Maybe not the craziness of it, but feeling like a family. You may not have been a mage, but you're a lot like Father, you know. Don't lose that. Not over this. Or anything to come. We've lost too much.
You're too late, Larius. Hand over Hawk, and I'll give you a quick death.
Hawk has made his choice. The right one.
The right choice or the only choice? Malcolm Hawk was not allowed to disagree.
It is the past. It doesn't matter.
Larius? What does Janica mean by not allowed?
How does she know this? Alec, did you tell her? Malcolm Hawke was reluctant. Had to be persuaded. I was Warden Commander. It was my duty. I delivered an ultimatum. Help us, or you'll never see her again.
You threatened Father.
You were going to kill our mother?
No, never. He came with us. I never had to decide her fate. She was never told about what passed between Malcolm and me.
That doesn't make it better.
You see, Hawke? How can you trust anything Larius says?
Larius's threats were reprehensible, but he's still right about Corypheus.
You can come willingly or not, Hawke. I just need your blood.
It's amazing how the past haunts us. All this hardship, because of what happened so many years ago. Did Father think it was worth it? He certainly knew it was too shameful to mention. He was wise not to share it with Mother, or any non-mage.
It gets harder every year to remember what Father was like.
I thought he knew everything. You know, as much as he had to spend time training me, he was so proud of you and Carver, his little soldiers. He'd still be proud, even after all this.
The alternative being quiet lives as maids and stable boys.
An idea not without charm. But you're right. Being normal would have required wholly different parents. And I wouldn't want that. Thank you for taking care of everything, brother.
Malcolm would be happy you two aren't at each other's throats. Not all the time. He sacrificed so we would have a life free to choose. Must have been a terrible burden. Much like the burden you've assumed.
That's me, banging my head against the walls of tyranny.
You know, your father was the same way. Taming the shadows with questionable wit. The best of him is still with you. The best of all of us. It's what makes you try so hard. You will always have that. We will always be family. It'll be all right.